Alright, hello everybody. This is Charles the intern from therocketnerd.com again, and I'm here to teach you about editing your pages, and especially we're going to go over the text editor in WordPress today. So again, please watch this in full screen, 1080p if you can, and try to use either Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome as your web browser. Again, it'll just get you better results. So first things first, we're going to navigate to our site's login page. So for me, that's going to be youtube.therocketnerd.com. So that's my site, /wp-admin to get to the login. Once I get there, I'm going to type in my username and my password. Again, you can always just have the remember me clicked and then your computer will remember you. It's easier, not a big deal, as long as your computer's secure, there should be no harm to your site. So I'm going to click login or click enter, and that'll bring me to my dashboard. So from here, last time, we went pages, add new. This time, we're going to go to all pages. As you can see, these are the pages that we already have. So here, there is a blank one. You can see it says no title, just for this tutorial. So this is the one I'm going to show you how to edit. So if you mouse over that, you can see edit comes up, and we're going to click that. So that'll bring us right in here. Sorry, there's an autosave. That's just from me messing around before. So I'm just going to clear that out. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to click in the title bar and give this a title. So this is going to be our new page. Once I go there, I can edit the permalink settings. So the permalink is where the site will, or the page will appear on your website. So as you can see right now, this doesn't really make sense. So I'm going to click edit and I'm going to do new-page. And I'm going to click OK. So this means that if you go to http://youtube.therocketnerd.com/new page, that's where this page will be located. So that's how you edit that. Pretty simple. Next, we're going to go into the text editor. So from here, there's going to be a lot of different things you can do. So I'm going to go over each of those one by one. This is very similar to Microsoft Word, so if you're used to using something like that, this should be relatively familiar. So first, we have normal text. That's what it looks like. Hunky-dory. Now, if I click this bold, it'll give bold text. That's what that looks like. Now, I'm going to unclick that and click italicize. This will give italic text. Apparently that's not how you spell it. There we go. Of course, there is always the spell check, so there you go. I'm going to unclick this, click this, and it'll give me strike through. There you go. And then I'll unclick that, and I'll click the U, and I get underline. And that's what that looks like. Alright, so those are pretty much the different texts, and of course you can combine more than one if you want. So, bold, bold, italic, looks like that. So pretty simple. Alright, so I'm going to get out of there. The other thing is if you're used to using hotkeys such as Control-B, those still work in here. So if you hit Control-B, it will turn on the bold. Same with Control-I, Control-U, everything like that. The next thing I'm going to show you is bulleted lists. So the first one's an unordered list. So unordered list, so let's just do list item 1, list item 2, list item 3. I can hit enter twice and I will escape the list. Next is ordered lists. So we'll have number 1, number 2, and number 3. As you can see, they actually have numbers on the bullets. The next thing I will do is indent, so text indent, and I can highlight this text right here, and as you can see right here, there's indent, and it'll indent it over, and there's outdent, which will bring it back. You can do that with anything that you'd like, and there's also, let me just put that over there, text alignment. So again, this is very similar to Microsoft Word. You've probably seen it before. You can have left align, right align, center align, and it is indented one, so there you go. I'll just leave it as center aligned. Then I'll bring her back. Alright, the next part is a little more complicated, so we'll go over it a little more slow. This is how you do a hyperlink, which I'm sure many of you have seen. It's just you click on the text and it'll take you to a new website or another page on your website. The way you do this is you highlight the text that you want to be the link, then you click this insert edit link. It looks like a little chain link. That'll bring up a URL and a title, and you just simply type in where you want it to go. So therocketnerd.com, how about? And give it a title. That's just good for search engine optimization, everything like that. I also like to do open links, especially if it's to a new URL, in a new window or tab. I usually like to click that. I do that simply because it's easier to do, or to keep the client on your website that way. If the client is always clicking links and it just closes your website, they might not come back. So I'm going to click add link, and there you go. We have a link. All right. I will hit enter. The next thing on the dock here is insert or edit an image. Now you can do this two ways. You can either click this or click add media. I'm actually going to leave this as its own tutorial, so I will do that after. And that's simply because there's quite a bit to go over, everything like that. So that'll be in the next tutorial, and I promise I will go over that with you. So the next element is an insert more tag. You have probably seen this before. It's just, you can click it right here and it'll say read more, and it'll just open up the text a little bit more. So that's all that is. I don't use them very often, to be perfectly honest, but if you want to use it, it's always there. The next is a big horizontal line or a page break, so that just inserts like that. There you go. This is distraction-free writing mode. If you click that, it just gives you this screen. Can't get distracted. It's very nice. Again, don't use it a lot, but you can always do it. I'm just going to exit that there. The next element in the list is the kitchen sink. So that might be confusing, and you might be thinking, what's the kitchen sink? It actually unveils a bunch more stuff. So we thought there was a bunch of other things, and there you go. So I will just do this, filler text, why not? So I'll highlight this. So you can switch the font size if you want from here. There are defaults, so if you don't do this, your site should look put together anyway, but you can change each one if you want to. You can change if it's a paragraph, an address, preformatted, headings, etc., right there. It's pretty simple stuff. Let's see what else. I'll skip over those for now. We can remove formatting to text if you want, so that'll take away this, bold, underline, anything like that. This is to insert a custom character or a symbol, so if you click that, it'll bring up a whole list of custom characters and symbols. You can insert any one you want. It shows the HTML code, the number code. You don't really need to worry about that too much, but it does show that. Right here is text color. Pretty self-explanatory, but we can go over it. You can just switch your text to orange. There you go. Next is going to be highlighting. So this is going to be a background color. It very much looks like a highlighter. So if I set it to yellow, you can see it looks like it highlights it. Superscript and subscript, exactly what they sound like. So I can go in here, hit that, make it squared, hit this, do it whatever. Possibilities are all there. So there you go. Finally, you can insert embed media of some kind. It's a video. So if you click that, you can just say what kind of type it is. So if it's a flash, audio, whatever, and then the URL. So you can do this for YouTube videos, anything like that. It's very good. It'll show you a little preview. Again, you can read more about that on the WordPress Codex. And finally, undo and redo. And the hotkeys are the same. So you can hit Control-Z if you're a big freak like that, and you hit Control-Z all the time. I know I certainly do. So let's see what else we can go over here. I think the final thing I want to bring up is to always... No, I know what I want to say. All right, so right here under the text tab, you can see the HTML text for the page. If you feel confident enough, you can definitely come in here and edit things yourself, do things manually. However, if you're not very experienced with HTML code, anything like that, I would highly recommend not going in here. It's just you can really mess up the site, you can do some crazy things, and just wonk out everything. So if you know what you're doing, feel free to mess with everything. All the HTML is here, you can edit it directly. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend it. Stick to the visual editor right here. Finally, make sure you hit update. When you want to do something, update, update, update. It's always important to do. If you don't do that, the changes obviously won't be made. When you click update, you can see pages update, view page. And there it is. That is the Wonders page that we created. We can click this link here, and as you can see, brings us to the Rocket Nerd just to show you how that works. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to be going over how to insert media and manage your media gallery. That's a really good one, managing all your pictures. So I'll see you in the next video.